Oh gosh, there you go. I feel like the 12-year-old aspect of the pigtails really contrasts with like the 40-year-old aspect of like the big chunky sweater. What's my age again?
Shoot out my age. What's my age again? What's my age again?
Hey guys, I'm Allie and welcome back to my channel. I am going to be doing a book haul for you guys today. Sadly, these will probably be being condensed in the future with my library hauls because I am going to be doing
book buying restrictions.
We're gonna see how well that works, but I will not be hauling a lot of books from now on, hopefully. I actually want to buy more things for my home and possibly some more Funko Pops. I might be doing like a feature like Funko Pop of the month or something, I don't know, that I bought. We'll see. But I just feel like I've been buying a lot of books. I've just not been getting around to them. I need to read some, figure out what I want to keep, what I want to get rid of before I haul a crap ton more books. Obviously, there may be some off months where your girl gets a little extra change in her pocket and wants to treat her shelves. I don't know what that accent was. I do have about 13 books to haul for you guys today. Most of these I got free off of my library sale shelf where I got discounted because they were used. 2 of them were sent to me. I think I only physically paid for one book and it was like 50 cents. 13 books for 50 cents. Let's go ahead and get into this haul. First, I am going to show you all the books that I got off of the sale shelf at work. All of our kids' books or middle grade books are free, so I always take advantage when I see something there. Someone had donated a few copies of these to the library and we didn't need them anymore, so they went on the sale shelf. This one is missing the dust jacket. This is book 1. It's something by Rick Riordan, and I don't know what the official name of the series is called, but this first one is The Red Pyramid. Then we have, I can't pick these up, why they're like stuck together because it's so cold in here. Then we have Throne of Fire and the Serpent Shadows, and I believe this is the whole trilogy here. And I want to say this is something about the Kane Chronicles or something like that. Oh, yes. I honestly don't know much about it, just the fact that Rick Riordan wrote them. I enjoyed Percy Jackson. I do have the Heroes of Olympus series, but I've been wanting to get around to more of his stuff. And these, again, were free. The whole collection right here. And they are in pretty dang on good condition. So, ever since the gods of ancient Egypt were released, there we go. So we all knew it was going to have to do something with gods. Then I also found this Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and this is the Demi-God, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome? The owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome?
That's right, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Anyway, so I believe this is about all of the gods, demigods, whatever, that are in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. So, I don't know, I just thought this was cute to add to my collection. Then I got a ton of graphic novels, well, not a ton. I got a few graphic novels that I thought I would try out. These are also from my library sale. One is Avatar: The Last Airbender. I freaking love Avatar. I was halfway through my rewatch on Amazon because Amazon Prime had The Last Airbender on there, and then I was halfway through season 2 and they took it off Prime.
Rude.
They could at least let me like finish out the season. So this is just like a graphic novel version, and I don't know how many of these there are. There is a one on the side here, but I think this is just like the graphic novel version of the story. Then I picked up one called Cat's Cradle. So apparently she wants to be a little monster tamer. I'm all about that. That seems really cute. The artwork in this is really beautiful. It's mostly just like really light hues, very blue, a little bit of red here and there. Very beautiful artwork, and it is fantasy, so right up my alley. Then I picked up Zita the Spacegirl, and this was giving me such Xenon feels.
Zita's a penis!
Does anyone know what I'm talking about? 90s kid for life. This is Zita the Spacegirl. I had seen this recommended to me on Hoopla as well as Amazon, so when I saw that it was free at the library, I was like, maybe I'll just go ahead and check it out. I'm assuming that this is about a girl that goes across the universe and just her travels and the things that she comes across and all the hardships. So, seems really cool. There's like some Pokemon looking creatures going on around here, so I don't really know what's up with that. But plus, the artwork in here is pretty nice too. I really like it. These are really nice, like smooth pages. I love it. They feel nice on my fingertips. Then I got 2 of the first in the series of Amulet. Amulet. Why doesn't it sound like a word rolling off my tongue? I've seen really good things about this. I've seen it all over BookTube. This is some sort of fantasy world that I don't know much about, just heard really great things. It's a middle grade graphic novel series. A ton of kids come in and get it, hence why we had to get rid of these. They're not the best condition, but they, again, free. So we can see if I like it. After a family tragedy, Emily, Navin, and their mother moved to an old ancestral home and started a new life. On the family's very first night in the mysterious house, a strange noise lures them into the basement where Em and Navin's mom is kidnapped by a humongous tentacle creature and dragged down behind the basement door. So they're gonna go rescue their mom, I'm assuming. There's a fox involved. I have 2 more things from my library book sales shelf that was donated that we had no use for. So I went ahead and picked it up, and I've seen a lot of things about this book. Some good and some very not so good, but naturally I'm intrigued. I had put this on my to be read list on Goodreads like years and years ago before your girl was woke to problems, but I still kind of want to give it a try. I don't know, maybe it'll be a new like hate and rage about book, but that is Captive Prince, and I honestly don't know much about this, but I think it's about a girl that falls in love with our slave. Already, yikes. Damon is a warrior hero to his people and the rightful heir to the throne of some big, long nation name. But when his half-brother seizes power, Damon is captured, stripped of his identity, and sent to serve the prince of an enemy nation as a pleasure slave. Beautiful, manipulative, and deadly, his new master, Prince Laurent, epitomizes the worst of the court at Veer. Half that sentence did not make any sense to me. But in the lethal political web of the Veterian court, nothing is as it seems. And when Damon finds himself caught up in a play for the throne, he must work together with Laurent to survive and save his country. For Damon, there is just one rule: never ever reveal his true identity, because the one man Damon needs is a man who has more reason to hate him than anyone else. This does say mature audience. It also says romance. I thought this was, is this male romance? Someone answer my question, because I had not heard that before. I don't know, let me know. I'm not too keen on the slave thing. Worrisome. And then the other one I bought is Amy Schumer's biography, which is The Girl with a Lower Back Tattoo. I enjoy biographies by comedians. They're lots of fun. I was originally going to listen to this, but this was the only book that I bought for 50 cents. So we'll see about this. I mean, I'm interested. I probably won't learn anything from it, but I tend to think they're funny, so we'll see how this goes, and if I ever get around to it, who knows. And then this next book is one that a patron, she's one of my faves, but she comes in and we talk about some of the weird books that we've read. We've like recommended weird books to each other, and we tend to have kind of like a similar style when it comes to like adult fiction and literary fiction and stuff like that. But she had read this book and she brought it in for me because she figured I would like it, and it's about witches, and that is The Witches of New York. So she handed this to me and was like, this is for you, read it. So now I'm gonna have to. It's a really nice like floppy paperback. Do you see this? It feels so good in my hands. Like, the pages are actually really heavy. Ooh. This takes place in 1880 in New York City, obviously. Seances are the entertainment of choice in exclusive social circles. And this is about, I think, like a group of women that kind of run a tea shop, and they provide a place for whispered confessions, secret cures, and spiritual assessments for for select society of ladies who speak the right words and ask the right questions. This sounds like the society I would want to be in. Apparently one of these girls actually has great spiritual gifts, and there is an evil lurking that comes for her. I don't sounds really interesting. Fancy witches. Whew. I feel like I just look like Dr. Evil. These other two books were sent to me. One was in the November boogie box that I opened in December, and I was so stinking surprised when I opened that up. I will leave a link if you guys want to see the unboxing, but I was really stinking surprised when I saw Renegades at the bottom of that box, because this was something that I originally was like, I'm not gonna pick that up, and then I was like, oh, okay, now I need to go buy it. I literally like had it in my Amazon cart, and then it came anyway, so I'm so stinking excited about this. This is futuristic sci-fi, I think, so it doesn't tend to be my favorite subject, and I have heard mixed things about this so far, but I'm excited to get to it. I don't know when, but I'm excited. But this is about the Renegades, who are basically have like this superhuman ability kind of deal, and they're all about keeping peace in the world, and basically everyone likes them except for the villains that they overthrew. Nova, who is our main character, she really hates the Renegades, and she is on just a mission for revenge, but she meets a very nice boy renegade along the way, and things sort of change. I don't know. I think this is kind of trying to decide what's right and wrong, and just the morally gray areas, which is my fave. So we will see how this goes. Marissa Meyer's work is like the only futuristic stuff I really can read. And then the last item was sent to me, a very special video that is going to be coming your way. It is actually going to be up next week, and this was sent to me by Sam and his sister, and that is Thunderhead. This is the second in the Sith, am I saying that right? Probably not. The second book in the Sith world or whatever. This does take place in a utopia. Oh, I just bit my tongue. This takes place in a utopia. Basically, it is like the perfect world. You can't die from like any natural causes. You could like fall off a cliff and still survive. But in order to keep population down, there are such things as Siths, and basically it is their job to go and kill people. But this follows two characters that are up for a competition to become a Sith. Basically, they're both chosen. It comes down to like they have to go up against each other, and it is about the different morals of the Siths and whether or not they should have a reason for killing people, whether or not it should be random, if there's guidelines to it. So there's all kinds of different things that it really talks about, and just, is this Sith system really working? So Sith was one of my, is it Sith? Is it Scythe? I don't know what it is. Just, hell, I feel like I look it up every time and I immediately forget the pronunciation. But it was one of my favorite books of the past year. I loved it. I did a full review on it, and so I was really excited. I had actually requested an ARC of this when I wasn't sent the ARC, but it's okay because I was sent the finished product, so I'm really excited to get around to this. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's such a unique world and story, and I love it so much. So yeah, so that was my December book haul. I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know if you read any things. A lot of these things were books that I really am unfamiliar with, a little outside my comfort zone, so I'm really excited about that. I think these are great additions to my collection. If you guys have liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to see future book hauls from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you the next time. Bye!